Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk on a very interesting topic named IoT health. First, let us understand what is IoT. IoT stands for Internet of Things. The Internet of Things refers to the network of physical objects. These physical objects have an IP addresses for their internet connectivity, and communication occurs between these objects and internet enabled devices and systems. Now let us understand what is the need of IoT. IoT helps us to collect more and more data, which eventually leads to better decisions. It also provides us the ability to track and monitor things. IoT has not only lightened the workload with automation, but it has also increased the efficiency by saving money and resources and provide us with the quality of life. Now further, let us understand how IoT works. The IoT system integrates four distinct components. The first is sensors or devices. These sensors and devices collect data from the environment. Sensors can be in any form like the temperature reading sensor or a motion sensing sensor. We can use multiple sensors or a standalone sensor, but the first step is to collect data from the environment, which is done by these sensors. Moving on to the second component, the connectivity. The sensors and the devices are connected to the cloud using a variety of methods, such as through cellular data, satellite, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, low power wide area networks, or connecting directly to the internet via Ethernet. But the main task over here is getting data to the cloud storage. Now moving on to the third component, that is the data processing. Once the data gets to the cloud, various software performs some kind of processing on it. This can be checking the temperature reading, that it is within an acceptable range or not. The second example could be using a computer vision on a video to identify the objects, like an intruder in your house. The fourth component, user interface. The information is made useful to the end user, like a text alert when the temperature is too high in the company of a cold storage. Also, a user might have an interface that allows them to proactively check on the system. The best example could be the user might remotely adjust the temperature in a cold storage via an app on their phone. Now let us understand hacking of Internet of Things. Here we have listed the 5 types of IoT devices which might add risk in the form of spying, exploitation, blackmail and theft. Now let us move to the first device, which is wireless cameras. We have seen people often put cameras up outside their homes. These cameras that are constantly sending footage over the internet can become a security disaster if the outsiders gain access to it. There's an increasing theft among homeowners worldwide. There are many websites dedicated to streaming live CCTV and home camera footage from hacked wireless cameras and webcams. Now further moving on to the second device, that is baby monitors. Internet connected baby monitors possess a similar threat to other home surveillance technology. It allows outsiders to spy on their families or infants. Hackers not only just stick to spying on their victims, there are multiple reports saying that the baby monitors have been hacked in the homes in all over the world. The preparators might have various reasons for getting into the devices, but whatever might be the reason, it sounds terrifying that no parents wants to go through it. The third device, smart home assistant. In this digitalized world with a wide selection of home voice assistants from various major companies, the most commonly recognized technologies we all have heard, like the Alexa from Amazon or Google smart home assistants, are growing ever more popular under homeowners. These devices aren't always secure as proven by the Chinese researchers. Now moving on to the fourth device, that is the smart thermostats. There are many reports saying hackers have attacked smart home thermostats. Here the temperature is constantly turned up or down by a stranger, which moreover leads to an inconvenience. The hackers not only log these thermostats and demand for ransom, but they also get into the other devices through this. The fifth one is the smart door locks. Smart door locks are the latest in high technology security, where homeowners can see who is at their door and can also talk to them. The homeowners can lock and unlock their door from anywhere. Yet these smart locks are vulnerable to hacking and breaking with zero risk. Now let us see what kind of precautions could we take for preventing this. Precautions required while using IoT devices. Make sure that you change your default passwords while setting up the devices. Also, for providing an additional security layer to your devices, set up a two-factor authentication. The next could be avoid reusing your passwords across devices and accounts. Further, while buying such devices, make sure that you read the manuals for additional security measures, and also always keep the software of these devices up to date. Prefer installing a VPN on a router, which will protect every device connected to it. Further, don't install any kind of apps that unlocks the door on too many devices. Now further concluding the session, as we know, the IoT industry is evolving and growing rapidly, and these IoT devices are exposed to new attack methods and vulnerabilities. Securing these IoT devices is challenging because of its size, memory, processing power, and many other factors, but it is the responsibility of vendors and developers, and also the users, to secure these IoT devices. All of them should be educated about the security. Vendors should design IoT devices with keeping security in mind and should provide ways to apply security updates in a simple way. Thank you.